Coffee costs more than a pint.
I don't know. Sounds all right to me.
Tetley's sponsors Real Men's TV.
Shane Lynch is on a journey back into his past as he attempts to do the jobs he did before he was famous, when he blew up tyres in his father's garage, rode his scrambler on the beach and lived here, in frankly the weirdest house in the entire world. No, honestly, you've got to see this.
I don't really know where to start when it comes to this house. It's a proper madhouse now. My mother loves everything very different. She wanted a cave. So this guy comes in anyway and comes up with this idea of how to build a cave indoors, and that's, you know, that's what the kind of stuff she liked to create. And inside the cave is an inside waterfall and a small stream, and all our collection of madness, from Bambies to foxes to ornamental statues. It's like, I guess you come home, and as a kid growing up here, been yay big, you know, you feel like you could run 100 metres across this room, but as an adult coming back here, everything's just so tiny and so small, and humble, I guess, you know. Go back upstairs or go upstairs rather, and see what the old room was like, and yeah, not much different. It's when I was 13 years old, I started to really get heavily into hip hop and stuff. So yeah, hence NWA sprayed on my roof. That would have been my first record I imported. So I was hooked into hip hop, and that was, yeah, I started importing all sorts of hip hop stuff from America, and I used to record them on a tape and sell them in school. Technically that's very illegal, and I could be prosecuted, but nonetheless I did do it. So thank you, NWA. This is a fairly normal estate we live in, but yet again, my mother and father decided that, sure, why live in a hot country and all that, and swimming pools, and when you can have one here. So they built this, as we call the shed. And my mother, again, all sorts of old memorabilia from concert stuff from all my different sisters in different bands.
Shane is not the only Lynch to have tasted music success. In fact, when it came to 90s Irish pop sensations, his parents' marital bed was like a well-oiled production line. Tara, the eldest, was in Fab. Naomi was one half of Buffalo G. And the twins, Kiwi and Adele, had 4 #1 singles with Bewitched. That's a foul. It was Shane who achieved fame first. And as Adele remembers, it was a fame that quickly affected the whole family.
All right, good break.
There was a few crazies. I remember them coming into the house and pretending they needed to pee just to rob some toilet roll. Just to go, I got Lynch's toilet roll. And there wasn't even signed or anything, just Jack's roll. Did anyone ever ask you to sign Jack's roll later on in life?
I have to say, when it comes to actually giving autographs and stuff, people do come up with crackers of things. They lose their mind, you know what I mean? It's just anything at the given time. Ah, here, my sandwich, you know.
Come. No, you're kidding me, I didn't get that shot. I remember the first time seeing you, like, on a huge concert now, I suppose it was Wembley or something. I remember crying. I remember, like, just...
Did you?
Yeah, oh, I did. It was so just... this overwhelming feeling of just proudness and like, oh my God, this is Shane. Oh my God, miscuing.
Eventually, after much miscuing, the game limps to a miserable end.
Yeah.
And Shane can get on with doing the jobs he did before he was famous, like being a petrol pump attendant. Shane worked the pumps from the age of 13, when the job description was very different. Back then, you would draw your car into the garage and a diligent-looking lad would shuffle faithfully out, exchange polite conversation and fill the car up for you. Now, like a man from a bygone era, we're sending him to work in this garage to see if the millionaire pop star can still connect with the ordinary man on the street. Only he's not really in the mood.
Nobody comes to this garage thinking they're going to get service, and for me to go and ask somebody, I feel so horribly awkward, because they're going to look at me like, what are you asking me that for? It's just, there's no relation here. to what I used to do and how this feels. So I don't like it one bit. I'm really feeling crap about it. And out of all the things I've done, this one, I'm really not looking forward to.
Shane's not happy, but he's contractually obliged to continue, and so, reluctantly, he gets to work.
Welcome to Topaz Glasnevin.
Thank you.
Great to have you working here. Great to have you working. For the next couple of hours, just want you to serve customers with the fuel, petrol and diesel. Always make sure that you put the right fuel into the car. We don't want any mishaps, you know.
No problem,
Just be pleasant to the customers. Hello, good morning, please and thank you.
So easy, just smile at the customers and do not, under any circumstances, put petrol in a diesel engine.
What you want?
Petrol.
What you want?
Full.
Fill her up. You go on in and see the attendant there and I'll look after you. Truthfully, I'm having a bad day. I feel crap. I'm knackered, I'm tired, I don't want to see you, I don't want to speak to anyone today. But as soon as I am introduced to someone, there's a switch that goes on, and it is work mode. I guess that's what's been in the music industry or the public eye is all about. It's about turning on the charm.
Having resigned himself to his fate, the superstar gets to work charming his adoring public.
Hey, the man, I look after you. Give it a pop there. That's right, yeah. I used to work up... Shane is my name. I used to work up in a garage up the road, you know. In the good old days when you had personal touch, you know what I mean?
So smooth.
You want me and you in it?
No, I'm...
You sure? No, Has, have a good day, all right? Take care, love. Drive carefully. It's all right, you're grand. You want in there, paper, I'll sort you out. Good man. All of a sudden, I don't feel that bad anymore. But people are nice here, you know, and they like to chat. And they're like, I know you from the telly and all that stuff. But even if they didn't, they still have to crack with you. They still have a laugh and a joke with you. And I think that's great about the personal touch and customer service.
Grand, yeah. After all he had to do was put the right fuel in the right engine. Except, unfortunately, Shane just filled that last diesel engine full to the brim with petrol. Which, if you didn't already know, is a very bad thing.
Would you believe the classic thing? You could, the biggest mistake you could possibly make is to put the wrong fuel. And I think I put petrol in a diesel car. It couldn't get any worse for me. I knew today was a bad day. I don't think the chap is a bit happy at all now, in fairness, but I'd be grand. A little pet on the head and a stroke. He'll be on his way.
The car owner didn't get a stroke and a pat on the head, so to fix Shane's mistake, he was forced to call Bobby O'Hayes, Dublin's go-to guy for avoidable petrol pump mishaps.
Where is he anyway?
I think he ran away.
Did he? But we should be able to sort it out. Is this his car?
No, it's this poor man's car.
This is your car. Not even his own car. You can send the bill to Shane. I'm sure he'll pay the bill, no problem.
That's great. It's on you, man.
Yeah, if you can find him. The little man has flushed the engine clean, but will it start? Just.
Should be some white smoke coming out the back of the there. Should be cleaner off now.
After 3 hours of waiting, the customer finally gets on his way. Another happy recipient of the Shane Lynch personal service. So far, Shane has proved he's a pretty good lawnmower, a half-decent car mechanic and an appalling petrol pump attendant. But since Shane got famous at the age of 17, he's run out of jobs he used to do. So we decided to see how far he could have taken his passion for motorcars by pitting his skills against a team of elite mechanics at Renault Formula One in Oxfordshire.
Here's your kit. You can get changed. We'll see you shortly.
Okay. Thanks very much.
Okay.
I'm extremely lucky that I get to do anything I've done in life other than be a car mechanic, I think. And that's in all opportunities that I take from simply just being in a band. And even getting in that band, I never dreamt I'd be travelling the world in music. Someone just said to me one day, look, you have a particular type of look, would you like to be in a band? And I said, yeah, So that sounds good to me. And that was a blessing in itself, which led on to all my amazing experiences when it comes to sitting in the back of an F1 truck, putting their kit on, you know? This is the boys' kit. I shouldn't be wearing this kind of stuff. I shouldn't have been allowed to be in these kind of places. It was never meant for me. I'm a little bit nervous.
Keep the wheel nice and square, take it off. As you can see the disc, the caliper and the pads there. Just remove this part of the brake disc.
Okay.
To expose the caliper.
When I'm in my own garage, tinkering with whatever I'm tinkering with, it's just me, a spanner and a nut and a bolt, and there's nothing else that bothers me. And I love it. It's normal to be tinkering with a car, where my life that I lead is not very bloody normal.
We know. You used to live in a cave.
Once upon a time I got a little bit emotional about a car, which I don't mind telling the story, because it's the truth. I sold the car I had for about 15 years, and I loved it. I cherished this car. It was my first dream car, my first supercar and all that. And when it actually left my driveway, I swear to God, I cried. I got that emotional. I cried. I actually cried, and I'm a little bit happy about that, because it shows my passion and love for cars. But at the same time, I wouldn't tell too many people. We're late for that now, isn't it?
Have you ever burst into tears over a car?
I can't say I have, no. No.
With Shane grappling with his emotions, it's now time for a spurious TV challenge. A Formula One pit stop is arguably the most pressurised motor mechanic's job on Earth. The slightest mistake and a race can be lost. To compete with the best, Shane needs to change a tyre in an eye-boggling 2.3 seconds. This is massive.
Start again, Bob. You messed that one up. Catching it. It's 2 races we've lost.
Me in the way.
And your time is 2.68, which is quite good.
Well done.
Oh man, I'm buzzing.
Has it made you sweat a bit?
I'm proper buzzing, you know what I mean? Let the masters be the masters, and I bow down to them. Thank you, boys.
You did very well.
I thought he was really going to struggle, and he came through sort of with flying colours.
You could tell he's had spanners. Yeah, he's good.
What's that even mean?
I've always had the passion and the love for it, but I don't think I ever would have got the opportunity, because I don't know anyone in F1. Little old me from Dublin, you know.
Coming up in part 4, Shane explains how he got into the occult.
My mind went to a kind of a sinister place, occult, Ouija boards, seances.
And tells us all about his new life as a drifter.
I love it. It blows my mind.
Isn't your wife expecting?
Yeah.
Ah, congratulations.
Cheers.
What does she want?
7 nights in the Caribbean.
Tetley's.